Obviously, you would have been contacted, wouldn't you? The thing is, what was that? The thing is, he's not trans in any shape or form. Right, and I'm going to say this for people who have come in here who are not aware. I don't present myself this way because I don't feel the need to. I don't walk into a room and announce it. I'm a trans man. Take it from me, right? Take it from someone who has lived through it and continues to live through it. Elphaba is not transgender. Elphaba is a liar, a con artist, amongst many things. Transgender is not one of them things. They have done absolutely nothing to start a transition. Toby will be back momentarily. Hey, what? What are you on about? Oh, I've got it, Jane. They've done absolutely nothing. Just because you have long hair, wear makeup and women's clothes does not make you transgender, and I can't stress that enough. It's called a crossdresser. Now, even if Elphaba starts these hormones that they keep talking about, that they've got the hormones on the way, for me, I'm like, I would just see it as like you're proving a point now of kind of going, oh, I've got hormones, so that makes me trans. You've already said that you don't intend on getting any surgery apart from vocal surgery, and that is to make your voice higher so you can sing fucking Defying Gravity in a fucking higher pitch. No one cares. No one wants to hear it. You are not transgender. You are not part of the community. All you are doing is damaging the community amongst other communities as well, of course. Why have I got such an itchy eye? Also, off the back of that, what I was saying about like trans and stuff, I'm all about trans rights. Of course I am. Do I scream it from the top of my lungs? No. Do I stand on the roof of my house and shout it? No, I don't. I want to come in and go as quietly as possible. We don't want to walk into a room and let everyone in that room know that we're trans. I say it for the benefit of the conversation. Now, I will say as well, because multiple people, obviously the people that we've already mentioned, Jojo, the inspector and stuff like that, have all been called transphobic. Elphaba even called me transphobic. Now, you are not transphobic for saying that someone who is biologically male and not started a transition is male. That is not transphobic. It is not transphobic to call out someone's lies. It is not transphobic to tell someone how disgusting that they are being. It is not transphobic to tell someone that speaking to minors probably shouldn't do that. That's not transphobic. Nothing that any of these people have done to spread awareness about Elphaba is transphobic. I just want to make that perfectly clear to everyone in here, because the amount of people that Elphaba has called transphobic is astounding. And the next thing is obviously the clout chasing thing. So if you're not transphobic, you're a clout chaser. Or both. Poker Biatch, thank you for the heart me. Clout chaser. Clout chaser, clout chaser, clout chaser. And now I don't know whether you have seen the footage or if you were in the live when it happened, when Elphaba was calling me a clout chaser. Now, to be a clout chaser, you have to be after someone's following, don't you? Now, at the time, and still, actually, even with the account that's being banned, I have more followers. And I'm not saying that, I've got more followers, because it don't bother me. Never has done. People who've been here long enough will know that. Now, if it's not just about being after someone's followers, so by the by that I already had more followers than Elphaba at this point and still do anyway, to be a clout chaser, would you not want to be on their live and taking from them? Would that not be? And what I was saying was outing them and telling the truth and being honest, because let's be realistic, that's how everyone should be. And spreading awareness. Someone tell me, wearing all of that, is that clout chasing? The next thing that Elphaba goes to. So first it's transphobia, then it's clout chaser, if not both together. The next thing is defamation of character. Now, let's just, for argument's sake, I've got my iPod here. Let me get up I know the definition, but I'm just going to say it word for word, just so there's no trip-ups or anything and no one can go, that's not what it means or anything like that. I will read some comments in a moment. I do apologise. I'm just trying to get my point across. And when I rant, I'm like, with my hands and all that. So, defamation meaning. The action of damaging the reputation of a person or group by saying or writing bad things about them that are not true. I will repeat that to you guys. The action of damaging the reputation of a person or group by saying or writing bad things about them that are not true. Okay, so first of all, let's just pick up 2 points. Bearing in mind that is a 2-sentence, no, not even that, a 1-sentence, 1-sentence thing. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Definition of the word defamation. So, the first word being reputation. Elphaba already has the worst reputation possible on TikTok. So, in order to defame them, would they not need to have a better reputation to take that reputation away in the first place? First point said. The next one being saying or writing bad things about them that are not true. Well, when these things are true, what does that mean? All of these things have been true. All of these things have been proved. There is video evidence, there are screenshots, there is everything. And I wouldn't jump on something unless I knew it was true. So, defamation is out of the window. Not to mention, obviously, the biggest point here, in order to defame someone, they actually have to be famous. Famous as much as they love to think that they are not famous. They are infamous because they are known for bad shit. Now, I keep saying now a lot. Everything's going super slow for me. So if any modding needs done, sorry if I miss it. That's all right, don't worry about it. Yes, so you have to be famous to be defamed. Now, being well known on TikTok, and you know what? This is going out to anyone who seems to think that they are famous from TikTok. If you rose to the top or you managed to get a lot of followers on TikTok, that does not make you famous. Obviously, when people say TikTok famous, that's different. Yes, like CLA. CLA is just like, I'm famous. You're not famous. You are known. You are well known on an app. I'm well known on this app. Why am I well known? I'm well known because I came on this app and I produced content that people liked. That's why I'm well known. I don't go out into the street and when I get stopped and people go, oh, that's Toby J from TikTok. Not one time did I think I was famous. I don't get stopped and people go, you're that guy, aren't you? From Live. You're that guy who speaks about Elphaba. No, never once happened. People come up to me and go, oh my God, you're the card guy of TikTok. You do Cards Against Humanity on TikTok, don't you? Or did. I haven't done it much. Can I ask, why do you try to correct her mistakes? What? I didn't see the rest of that. I missed half the pin. You're well known because you have integrity. I have got a lot of support by people like all of you in here because I'm honest. Something that Elphaba severely lacks in. Can I ask, why do you try to correct her mistakes, or do you try to help us understand? Why do I try to correct her I'm not trying to correct Elphaba's mistakes. I can't do that. I don't even know Elphaba in person. I try to help you. I don't want to say help you understand, because I feel like that is like a bit under the belt and like almost like I'm patronising people, saying I'm trying to make you understand. No, I'm spreading awareness is what I'm doing. And just for anyone, just quickly after the back of that, anyone in here who does not like it, please just leave. You don't have to watch it. But if you've took the time to come in my live and put a comment, you're obviously watching. So just leave. Because you've lived it and still here without shouting about it. Exactly that. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for the gift, by the way, guys. Very much appreciated. You have my respect, mate. And on what I have. I missed half of that as well. Thank you for the I love you. It's not I love you. It's not called I love you anymore. The sign language. Love, thank you. Big love to everyone. Boom. Kelly, thank you for the little lives. So yeah, it is all about spreading awareness. And when it is things that I have lived through myself, like being transgender and hearing the bullshit that comes out of their mouth, like the hormones. Oh, I'm going to be starting hormones soon. How many times I said that? About 600. And then even now, they're like, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to be starting hormones soon. I've paid the £30. Well, where are the hormones then? Where are they? If you've paid a prescription, where is it? Funny Fox, thank you so much for the heart, mate. You've just become 597th member of my team. 597, we're all almost at 600, guys. Almost at 600, man. Can you believe it? I think Else Mother has a lot to answer for. Absolutely. Katrina, thank you for the heart, mate. There it is. 600 members, guys. Thank you so much. I was out of it for 5 hours when I got spiked. I can't even remember. Couldn't even tell you. Trying to get the prescription because EQ called her out. Yep. And then they were like, oh, EQ like told me to do it. Pushed me to it. Yeah. But why did you not want to do that yourself? If that's the case, and you're transgender, and you have that much fucking gender dysphoria like you state that you do, why were you not doing that yourself? You are making a mockery of the trans community. You are making a mockery of everything that we've had to go through, everything that I've had to go through to be where I am. You're making a mockery of the whole fucking lot of it. You are teaching young children that are up and coming into the trans community the wrong things. You are feeding misinformation to people. You are a disgrace to the community. So do not think for 1 second that you're included in it, because you aren't. Not a chance. Not a chance. You might be included in the community of cross-dressing because we all remember that drag queen that gave you hormones before, if that was even true. Like, what are we fighting here? What are we fighting for? Justice? I tell you what, that's what it is at this point. It's fucking justice. This person needs to be off the app completely. Not just one account banned. They should be off the app completely. Absolutely, Jane E is a danger to the young trans community. Jane has got a young transgender son up and coming into the trans community. When I say up and coming, I don't mean like a fucking star. I mean up and coming. They need to be fed correct information. One wrong turn can be very fucking damaging. One wrong turn can end someone's life. If you are teaching people that it is okay to take hormones that are not prescribed to you because some drag queen will give you it, you could be the death of someone. And that is your doing because you have let a child believe that they can do that. No, that's not correct at all. You take hormones when they are prescribed to you, and only when they are prescribed to you. And I'll tell you something, guys, and I didn't really want to go into this, to be fair, but I'm going to mention it for the benefit of the conversation. Say it loud if the one's at the back. A fellow trans man lost his life back in 2022, I think it was. I was previously friends with this guy. I did meet him on TikTok. He lost his life from taking black market testosterone. Yeah. So, People should pin the lugs back and listen to things like that instead of listening to what this horrendous human is feeding any community, not just the trans community, any community. They're damaging things. He is an absolute disgrace. Absolutely. You can see backdrop the way she wipes her nose. I have a genuine question. If you're in hospital, surely the sex would be determined by anatomy. So, Busy Lizzie just made a point of saying, if you're in hospital, surely the sex would be determined by biology, we'll say, like your anatomy. Not quite. I do have a band that, you know what, I'll show you. And I'm not all about showing proof and stuff like that, but for the sake of this video, for this live, sorry, and I need to take my chicken out, so it's a good job I came in here. Just took my chicken out. So, don't ask me why I still have it. I'm going to show you, like I say, for the sake of it. I'm going to cover my number on it. So I'll just put my finger there. This was the band that I had on. This was the band that I had on when I went into hospital for my top surgery. Now, as you can see, there's a QR code just here. It's got my date of birth on it. It's got male and it's got my name, my surname and my first name. So I just want to show you that the red around it means I've got an allergy, because I've got an allergy to penicillin, yeah. I was thinking penicillin and amoxicillin, but it's penicillin that's in amoxicillin, isn't it? So, like I say, I've just showed you that for the sake of the live. So, just off the back of that comment, obviously I was born female. I am biologically female. So my bones, you know, because there's a lot of people who kind of go, oh, well, if you got murdered and you got dug up 100 years later, they would think you were female because you were born. I'm like, I don't care, I'll be dead. But that being said, biologically, I'm female. But if I go into hospital or the doctor or anything, I am male because I am a trans male. That is because my gender has been changed on all records because I was diagnosed with gender dysphoria and I have gone through a transition. I had my name changed through deed poll. I've obviously had surgery and stuff like that, making me male. So when people say, you're not a man, I'm like, well, I am. Go and have a look. But you get my point. However, Elphaba, their records will still say female because they have done nothing to transition. So that band would have an M on, not an F. The fact that Elphaba felt fit to post the story saying, oh my God, what was it again? Oh my God, they actually related to me as female. They appreciate that I'm trans. No, they wouldn't do that. Can I just ask in this chat at the moment, how many people have I got in here that are nurses? If I've got any nurses, I know I've got one in, at least. Is there any more people in here who are nurses? Right. 1, 2, 3. Can all of you, there we go, training, or whether you are pharmacist, can you all just quickly, just confirm for me that if on your records it says that you are male or female, that would be what would be on your band if you went into hospital? Can you all just confirm that for me, please? That's what it says on your paperwork, on your records. There we go, guys. And that's from nurses. Whether they work under the NHS or not, this is coming directly from nurses who work in hospitals. So there's the answer, guys. So when Elphaba is saying, oh, they're related to me, no, it doesn't work like that. You can't just walk into a hospital. That's like me going over to the hospital, right, and going in and going, it's female for Jacob and dead name, but they do call him Jacob. Right, so they'll call him Jacob, right, but you know if he got a band, it would have his birth name on, wouldn't it? Correct? If I walked over to the hospital now and I said, right, I am trans man and I would like you to relate to me as Minotaur, you know, because that's what I am now. Because that's okay, we can all say that we're animals now, because that's all right. If I walked over to the hospital and told them that they will now call me Minotaur, even if it says Toby, well, Tobias J. Brew on my paperwork, and says that I'm male, I'm not then going to get a band that says that my name is Minotaur and that my gender is a fucking half bull, is it? Half man, half bull. It's not going to put M/B, male/bull, is it? No, it's not. It's the same fucking thing. People aren't get it. NHS would not spell name wrong. We have to go on what's on NHS records. Thank you. Yes, I said that in my video. Guys, if you haven't watched my video, I do say these things in my video that I posted not too long ago. Yes, Minnie, that's my name. Minnie the Minotaur. They also won't go up your preferred name. Yeah, so they're not going to put your preferred name on your band. They're not going to put your preferred gender on your band. This band would also have an NHS number on or a unique number. It doesn't have to have an NHS number on, but that QR code, when that is scanned, will bring it all up anyway. Now, it was pointed out to me, and I don't know whether this is different in different places, but any that I've seen and that I've looked at, and I was told this morning that the QR code or barcode is on the side of it, not at the top, really thin. What's going on with Elphaba? Oh, more lies. It's always more lies. It is always more lies. Elphaba doesn't know how to not lie. So to the nurses in the chat again, is it correct that the barcode or QR code, I think it's probably more likely a QR code these days anyway, especially if it was back in 2016 when I got mine, is on the side of the band, not the top, thin. Am I correct? Yes. And also, sorry, I know I'm asking the nurses a lot of questions. Thank you, guys, for asking. QR code. Is that a thing that is on all as well? It's not a barcode anymore, it's a QR code? That's a hospital. Depends on the hospital. Right, okay. So, is it likely that you would still, to this day, have a long, thin barcode at the top? Even in hospital, we don't use it all the time. It's a QR code now on the side. Also, this is in Manchester, I do believe that's where they are. Have we got anyone who works in a hospital in Manchester here? Just for argument's sake? Or is it Birmingham? I thought they were in Manchester. Oh, sorry, Birmingham. Is there anyone from Birmingham in here that works in a hospital? Right, this my life too. Christian, like they put them in a men's prison despite being trans. So, I'm not even convinced, guys. I'm not actually convinced that if I got put in prison, that I would even be put in a male prison. I haven't had bottom surgery. So I'm not convinced that I would even be put in a male prison. And I'm 10 years in. So there you go. When I went for my top surgery, I was put into a segregated room because I was getting my top surgery. So I wasn't on a male or female ward. I was literally in a segregated room. It was massive, like, to be fair. I fell on my feet well and truly with that. But I don't know whether I'd be put in a male or female prison. I couldn't answer that. Obviously, Unfortunately, I do think that I would be put in a female prison and that would absolutely kill me. But, you know, that would just be how it would be because I am trans and I live with that. Would you consider bottom surgery? I was on the list. I took myself off it because of complications and I'm just happy with the way I am at the moment. There are a lot of risks in bottom surgery. Some of them risks I'm not actually willing to take, to be quite frank. Maybe don't go to prison. Yeah, I mean, I don't plan on going to prison, but, you know. I'm a good lad, really. I was admitted onto a men's mental health ward with DM, but on August 24/7 because of it. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, right? I just can't believe there's another drama with this one. I know. It would be the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. It's QR code. Where's your cosy blanket? Here. And yes, that was Freddy Krueger you've just seen. It's my horror blanket. Toby's been in bad mind at all. You look like a man. I would not know. So it would be disgraceful to put you in a women's prison. I look like a man because, like, I am a man. And obviously to people's dismay. And I'll say this, and as I've said before, right? What makes a man? Anyone who would answer and going, what's in his pants? If he's got a penis, that makes a man. No, that makes a biological male. That's what that makes. Doesn't make a man. To make a man, it takes a lot more than that. Same as anyone can be a father, but it takes someone special who could be a dad. What makes a man? You know, I've done the video about it anyway. A lot more than that. Love, compassion, honesty, integrity, pride, things like that. And what I'd stated in the video and on a live as well, the way that you raise your children, that makes a real man. The love that you show for your partner, that makes a real man. The care and compassion that you show to your community, that makes a real man. The love and support that you have for your family, that makes a real man. Protecting people also makes a real man. So nobody about to come to me and tell me that I'm not a real man because I haven't had bottom surgery. Absolutely not. Mickey, thank you so much for the confetti. Big love to Mickey. Thank you so much. Any person can be a parent, it's how you raise them. Absolutely agree. That's why I say anyone can be a father, anyone can be a mother, but being a mum and being a dad are two different things.